well-dressed coach in the game, Coach David Patrick.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Coach, first of all, we missed you. Uh, Coach, we've been giving you space. We've been, we've been
So is my wife.
obviously, Coach, this is a challenging season, man. But you got a new group of really talented men on your squad. We got the chance to see them play already this season. Like, how do you keep these guys, motivated, looking forward? Like, hey, let's stick to what we do. Like, we've just got to tighten up a few things and keep them focused on the season now with Big Sky starting.
Look, like you said, we have 13 new guys, right? And they're coming from all different walks of life, literally from different countries, different programs with this transfer portal. So it's been a work in progress. The unique thing or the great thing is these guys' spirits have been high. We've lost a couple games where we just didn't bring it that night, but most games have been right in the game, and there's been 3 or 4 lapses in play where these guys are trying to build on. So the good thing is we've been guarding better, which has been really good. The last 3 or 4 games, I think we're like top 5 in the country defensively. So now if the ball can drop, which it will, then good things are in store for this group.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I've noticed too. I mean, there's been a game here and there where, it kind of got out of hand, but for the most part, there've been these close losses and, possession here and there. And coach, you definitely know this as a coach. I know you're probably thinking like, man, I need one of these to go our way because I can't keep telling these guys like, hey, stay with it, and they don't see the results of a W. Like, how do you combat against that? Like, hey, you guys are doing some good things. We're just a play or two away. Just stay the course and stay what you're doing.
Look, the good thing about this group, I think 2 weeks ago we lost on the buzzer. Somebody was the number one player on Sports Center from like half court against the backboard, and I was dejected. Not for me, but for the group. But the guys in the locker room were like, lucky shot, coach. I'm like, really? Like you guys, like they took it better than Knight as a coach and as a staff, and so that part's been positive. And I think. The one good thing is we only played two league games in league play. Tonight will be our first home game. And so, in the Big Sky, you just want to play good towards February and March. And I see our guys incrementally getting better because we're playing so many young guys at this stage in their career.
Is it harder, Coach, to win those close games when you have like you have a team, like you have a collection of guys who are all like working together? It doesn't feel like you have that takeover, go for 30 guy yet. Is it harder to win those close games when you don't have that fourth quarter Fox, that De'Aaron Fox guy to like, all right, I got it, I'm gonna do it. You got a bunch of guys just trying to play the right way and get everybody involved.
It makes it tough, in NBA, college, whatever it may be. But we're developing that. We play our freshmen and sophomores, I think, are going to be really good when they're juniors and seniors. And the teams we're playing against, have juniors and 6-year seniors because of the COVID deal. And that's not an excuse. That's just they have guys that have been through the war. And our hope is that we're developing that go-to type guy. But the positive of not having a go-to guy is any given night somebody can make shots and they don't know who to hone on. But I think over time that develops, and we're hopeful, by the end of the year that we find that guy we can go to consistently every night.
Yeah, you mentioned it a little while ago, a Big Sky home opener tonight. You guys hadn't been home too much this year. Like, how do you feel about like finally getting off the road? I saw these guys in the airport a couple days after Christmas. They were making moves. How do you and the players feel about finally getting into a schedule where you're at home a little bit more?
Look, I know we've been tested. That much I can tell you with the travel, with the teams we've played. But it's nothing better than being at home. Nothing better than that crowd at that arena, and with the students coming back next week, I think that'll even help some. But tonight will be a great challenge against a quote unquote NBA type player in Weaver State and Dylan Jones. But a great place to have him at home here tonight at 6 p.m.
How's your squad feeling? Like how are you guys kind of dealing with the challenges of this season so far? They still got the heads up?
Definitely, and I've been through this a lot where I know when they're down. They're so young they don't know where their heads need to be up or down, and so that's the good thing, right? We have a freshman point guard that started the year as our starting foreman, as our backup four. That's now the point guard. because of injuries and red shirts, and so he's developing. And when you have a quarterback that's that young, it's hard. And so every game he's got better. But their spirits have been high, man. It's which has been good. We have two guys in Austin Patterson and Nicole Maween who was with me through a lot of minutes last year, and they've been able to speak to it from the lens of being through this before last year and knowing that things are brighter on the horizon.
Coach, we like to pick your brain for just basketball in general. We talk a lot of Kings here. And, we as people who follow the team and as fans have been kind of frustrated with the inconsistency of this team. Now, they're still good. 9 games over 500. It's a good team, but it feels like they always, play 2 or 3 really good games, and then they get beat down by 30. And it's like, where does that come from? A lot of us are like, well, they're trying to go from, it's not all the roses like it was last year. Like, oh, this good little team. Now they got expectations. You've been on a lot of winning teams that went from nothing in one year and then, try to repeat that success the next year. Is it more difficult than we maybe give it credit for to take another leap to another level?
I think it definitely is, because you go from being the hunter to the hunted every single night. When you got 2 all-star caliber guys in Fox and Sabonis, they're going to get everybody's best crack every night. And then your role guys, even their duties have increased. And so I think that's a learning process through. I think I was watching the game last night that their record is better right now than it was this time last year.
Oh yeah,
yeah, which is a positive, right? The Coach Brown and his staff have taken the team another step, but I know we all want to go from first base to home base real quick, but it takes time, and I think the great thing about the fans here is that they ride that thing. It's like a roller coaster, but it's the great thing is the expectations are high for this group, for the Kings, and I think those guys are going to go through some of this fire early on, but it'll help them come playoff time.
Coach, it's a game day, man. We appreciate you carving out a few minutes for us. We were just showing a video of what appeared to be some 8-foot aliens or something in Brazil. I don't know what their eligibility is, Coach, but you got some big dude. Hey,
Coach is gonna find it. Especially if
Coach will go find them.
If they turn up in Australia, I bet you they're coming to Sac State too.
Yeah. Right, man, we'll take whatever at this point in time. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I love my crew.
Hey, good luck tonight, Coach, man. We'll tap in. We're gonna send you and Mrs. Patrick a bottle of wine. Y'all gonna get through this stretch right here. And
my bar is empty, man. It's all gone. My bar's behind it. That thing is cool, bro. So please send it.
Hey, that's the plight of a coach right there. That's the plight of a coach right there. Good luck tonight, Coach. We're watching, man. We're tapped in, and hopefully we're talking again soon.
Thanks, guys. Always.